Okay, who wants to take a box? Get rid of some of this lag. Mallory stayed up all night knitting Petty's chicken. Mallory stayed, Mikey, get him over here. Hey, MMS. How you doing, Abby?
I'm doing good.
I know he's live. Bougie will take a box too, but Mikey needs to come over here. I know he's losing it because Holly Mae started talking shit about him. And Queen E is showing that she is actually using him.
He said, if you want to apologize, he'll forgive you.
I ain't apologizing for shit. I'm just going to tell him about Petty.
I'm going to turn him up. Hang on.
Shit. I will call the FBI, the CIA. I will squash shit, or I will be about it. I will do it earlier. You just did it earlier, and you're gonna do whatever you want to do. I'm not fucking you, so I can't stop you from doing shit. But at the end, it's who I am. I mean, it's something I'm not. You cannot explain, except me. Expect me to forgive a motherfucking. No, I didn't say you have to forgive them. I know with them no more. But you have to come where I'm coming from. I'm watching the stream, supposed people that come from my side, and they all in there talk shit. Why didn't they come to me? Why didn't they message me? I mean, I did. Why didn't they? You did. Why didn't they? Why did they hold the stream for clout? I don't know. Why did they message me? I don't know. My God. Why didn't they message me? They know I got 100,000 accounts. They couldn't have messaged me on one and say, hey, I didn't agree with what you did. I wouldn't have done that. They couldn't have messaged. They had to do a stream. Well, I'm gonna do it. I don't even know how. And Bougie. I don't know how the conversation came up to even. I had found out you came in there and had a whole flip out or whatever. I don't know if you were watching. I did that today. I'm done.
Oh, I would agree with that. I think that would help Wolfie. Like, just let bygones be bygones.
I was going to go in there, but I'm still boxed in for 6 more minutes. But I was just kind of like, I know he wants to talk to me, and he allegedly thinks that maybe now I've not been lying about everything. I don't know, but Queen, you be going over there trying to fuck it all up, and I mean, again, not allow things to be said, because I'm a fucking racist.
I would like everybody to know that Queefy has nothing in life, not even any money, so she can sit the fuck down. If we can all get Mikey to get the fuck over here on one of his million fucking accounts, I don't care if he streams it on his live over there.
I mean, here's the thing. I was going to absolutely ask for an apology for being called the C word 11 times, by the way, by him before we had a conversation, because, and I also wanted to ask him in the chat, but I was trying to get him to say, you know, would he, or get him to be honest, like, would he apologize for what the fuck he did to Megan and the intent behind it? Because, you know, we don't agree with that bullshit, and that's what Holly Mae was obviously calling him out on, but I just thought it was interesting. He wants to talk to me all of a sudden.
He wants to hear about Petty.
He wants to hear about Holly Mae, Regina, and everybody. He said I'm starting to believe that there's truth about a lot of things.
I will tell him all of that. I don't expect an apology from him, and he best not expect one from me. But we can sit here and talk.
Yeah, that's it. But I just didn't. I mean,
Bougie account. So now Florida Man and Bougie are live and asking for you.
Well, thank you, Moonbeam, for being the TikTok news reporter.
I'm just gonna squash everything. I'm gonna stop sticking up for certain shit.
Hang on, he said he's gonna stop sticking up for certain shit.
I don't trust nobody. I come from you ain't gonna see no fucking Latin king sit with a gangster disciple. You ain't gonna see it. Don't happen. It's just a no go.
For either of those, but
no go. There is no such fucking thing as a neutral gas station. Right. There is no fucking thing as a gas station. You is either an op or you is a affiliate. Yeah. You is an op or is affiliate or is you as a neutron. You don't even sit with them. You as a neutron, like you as a neutron. You ain't with.
Do you want me to go over there and see if you can come over here?
If you would, please, yes.
Yeah, please. I just got muted by Dana.
Yeah, I got muted twice.
I don't pay attention to Megan because she's a racist. I'm not a racist, and I'm not a, you know, I have to.
If you could.
We have to. I have to.
Maria, let's do is sit there. I want you to
down here. Do you see that?
go after the people that I want you to go after. Fuck yourself over.
Anybody. I'm not saying they have to stick by my creed. They don't have to stick to my creed. I'm not saying we're gonna rock together and keep it up or not. I won't be in their box. I did not call CPS. I did not. Whoever the female that was called CPS, I know the truth.
Hey, Mikey. Come over to Florida Man's Live. Forget Moonbeam. She's nobody. We're going to have a calm conversation. If you want to come in...
You gotta understand my fucking demeanor and voice and stuff.
No, I understand. I know you're passionate. Yeah.
People talk about that I call CPS of stuff that I didn't do it maliciously. I actually thought that she's doing weird shit.
Yeah.
Hey, just tell Mikey that we ain't going to talk about that. We're going to talk about everything else and
Shut up,
what
Moonbeam.
people doing for him.
Moonbeam, this has nothing to do with you. Moonbeam, this has nothing to do with you.
I agree with them. They're saying I did it maliciously. Like I only did it because I didn't. Just she's been doing weird shit for a long time, and nobody's been doing nothing. Nobody's been doing nothing. When's the time to put her in check? Okay, well.
So, if you want,
I just wanted to let you know.
This isn't an airport. You don't gotta state your departure, Moonbeam.
Shut the fuck up.
Mikey, if you want to come over on a second device, you can stay here.
What things you gonna be on?
Evil Florida Man.
All right, I'll be there.
All right.
Evil fucker.
Bye, Grandma. Okay, he's coming.
I appreciate that.
He's like, he got really upset because Holly Mae blocked him. Because she was like going off about the whole CPS thing. But, you know, him and Queenie are like gonna have their little breakup, so. It was positive. It was, but I left his live. I don't know if he's coming right now. I should probably have waited. Oh, he's off live now. Okay.
When Mikey comes up, I'm gonna need everybody to mute because I'm gonna lay out some ground rules with Mikey.
I just wanted to let you know that before he ended, he said he asked which account and said he was coming over.
Okay, I appreciate you. Thank you.
No problem.
How are you tonight? Well, damn, just drop. All right, Mikey. Request a box. Everybody's gonna mute me. We're gonna talk for one moment. I'm just gonna lay out some base ground rules.
I'm fast as fuck, boy. Okay, no, I'm good.
I was fucking with you. How
I
are you tonight?
also
Okay, I appreciate it.
so comments stay respectful.
So comments, please stay respectful. Mikey, we're gonna have a calm talk.
Yeah, what up?
I'm gonna let you know whatever you want to know, but I don't expect an apology from you, and I certainly hope you don't expect one from me. That's not what this is for. Queenie has been using you to do her bidding because she wants all the chaos to happen, to deflect away from Petty, to deflect away from Holly Mae, to deflect away from Rutina.
I'm gonna tell you right now, I got no problem with Queenie and Petty. It's just Holly Mae and these and Moonbeams, and they the ones that seem very flip floppity shady.
Well, Rutina is, Petty is,
And I don't
Petty,
even really know Bettina. I don't really know her.
I know, but Petty's also flip flop too. And I know you haven't seen the paperwork. I can show you the paperwork.
I don't want to see that stuff. I'm more here about people that were speaking on me. I don't speak on people that don't speak on me. I don't do it. It's a rule.
Well,
I want to hear who was speaking on me and people that I thought was that at circles that I'm in, they talking about what I ain't supposed to do. And then I'm hearing that she assaulted a kid, and she's telling me unless I seen it, I'm not supposed to be calling unless I witness it with my. She wants me to witness that with my own eyes.
Well, I don't think you should watch a child get assaulted.
That's what. And somebody came in my chat. If I'm not a parent, I shouldn't do anything at all. If I'm not a parent, I shouldn't do anything at all. I should just let it happen.
Florida man, when you get a minute, can you let Bougie up?
People got me messed up. Sitting there talking shit about me, saying that these people are the wrong ones. I'm just going to stop everything. I'm going after the pedos, and that's who I'm going to go after. And don't get your feelings hurt with the way I go after them. I don't want to hear anybody saying not the way I'm going to be talking about to them. That's what I'm going to go back to. The beggars and the pedos.
Hi, Mikey.
What's up?
I know that we haven't really chatted before, but I will say, you did call me the C word like 50 times once in your live. So, you know, I'm not really cool with shit like that.
I apologize for calling it the C word. To me, it's not. The C word has no power. It's not a. It means it holds no power really. Historically and everything, it's just a word. It's non-binary. It's non-binary. I mean, it's mean, but it could be used for anyone.
Well, I understand that, but here's the thing. Like, for me, just, you know, my age back when I was being raised, like, it just, for a man to use that word on a woman was a little, it was rather inappropriate. Now, I get it that it's kind of changed, right? It's been modernized into a more cutesy word, I guess you could say. But I mean, just for me, I have never in my life experienced a man ever call me that. And so I did find it rather offensive, especially because you don't really know, well, you don't know me, actually. You just know what you've been told. And but I heard you were calling for me and you had some questions, and I'll be happy to answer them for you the best that I can. I will say Queenie was wrong. I did apologize for what I said in the live. I mistakenly used the word when repeating what I had written in a private text that had been released by this person.
And you understand, we can never use that word ever. I mean,
I totally get it.
You never say that word ever. It's never okay. It's never okay.
I get it 100%. I understand that. I've been in several lives since then. even friends with attitudes, frankly, and was confronted. And, you know, I apologized. I took accountability. It's not something you'll ever hear me say again, and it's not something you've ever heard me say prior to repeating what was in that text. Either way, I do think that you should be allowed, I guess, to have conversations with people that, you know, your people, or I say your people, but, you know, that maybe they don't agree that you should. It's kind of like Queenie coming in your box and telling you, oh, fuck that bitch, you don't want to talk to her, but she's over there sitting in all their boxes, right?
But I agree that she could have that opinion.
Absolutely.
You just can't dictate to me, and don't mean I don't like Queenie. You just can't tell me that I can't forgive people. I am a Christian, ultimately. Well, I'm Catholic. I have to forgive, or I'd be a hypocrite if I didn't.
I totally get it. And what I'm saying, though, is I appreciate you coming over here, even though you were being strongly discouraged not to. I encourage everybody, if they have questions or want to figure out something, to go and be open to listening, right? And form your own opinion, you know, form your own opinion based off of our facts or based off of facts you see from others. But I wouldn't form an opinion based off of what people are just saying because of what they've heard or seen on TikTok.
I really only want to hear about Holly Mae and moonbeams and stuff like that. I don't want to hear nothing on Petty. I don't. It's not my.
Hey, Mikey.
Adjudicated.
Mikey.
Adjudicated.
Ambi, I was talking because he called for me originally. That's why Florida Man went live. He was calling for me.
But this is really about freaking people that I thought were on a certain side that were saying this side is no good, but the people I hear also talking shit about me are on this side. So at this point, after we settle this, I am stopping all this shit. I'm going after the pedos and I'm going after the beggars, and all this other drama stuff is done. That's it. I'm just going to start block. I'm going after the predators and the beggars. I'm to my original stuff that I was going for. This drama stuff is not for me. I can't handle it because I don't know who's fake and who's real.
We're gonna mute and commenters be nice. Or I will mute you.
So I'll tell you who's fake. Queenie, 100% of the way. That's not my opinion. That's fact. Because she's over there lying all day today. Mikey, do you believe? Hold on one second.
And I want to get something straight. I don't like Viking. So whoever keeps saying like Viking, I don't like that man. I haven't seen that man. I haven't tried to get in a box with him again. But the things that I heard him saying were absolutely vile.
Good choice.
And I haven't seen him. I don't know how many counts he has. I mean, usually I caught him once. He was on for like 30 seconds, and I think he got entered.
That was a helicopter, probably from earlier today's live where they picked up Regina. So, Mikey, do you believe half of anything Queenie and Petty and Holly Mae and Regina?
Yeah, I trust Queenie. Yes, Queenie has helped me out beyond belief. You wouldn't. I would.
Do you believe
probably that, I would throw down for Queenie.
Do you believe that if a woman is intoxicated, that means there's no assault happened?
Hell no. If they're inebriated, but just I got a question. Okay, what you said, if they are inebriated beyond them able to give consent, that is an assault.
Okay, so Queen E believes the opposite because she justified what Regina said. And if you could talk to her about that and try to educate her on that topic, I would appreciate that.
That's true. It's an assault. But what if they nobody elaborated. Were they both inebriated? At that point, who was in the wrong? Who was wrong?
What's wrong is contacting somebody's rapist.
It's wrong.
If they're going to admit that they raped somebody, that's what's wrong.
It's disgusting. I would never do nothing. I would never do nothing like that. I would never call the victim.
Okay, so one topic at a time, please. But the first thing, that is what Regina said. That is what everybody, from Moonbeam to Queenie to Petty to, I don't know about Holly Mae, she pretended to be offline all day. They all justified it. They all agreed with it. that it's
Well,
not
I'll
assault.
tell you right now, they all wrong. They all wrong. How are they going to tell me I'm wrong for trying to help a child, and then they're going to say their opinion that I did it maliciously, but they're justifying someone being inebriated beyond consent and then saying that's not assault. To me, that's hypocrisy.
Thank you. I appreciate that. If you could educate them on that, I would greatly appreciate it. They won't take a box with me because...
At least I stand on the shit I say. I say some foul shit. It's never against children. I don't make shit up. I don't lie. Might get verbiage wrong. Might be foul language. I don't do no deceased things. But I didn't call CPS maliciously. It's why it didn't even show up for me. Some female called and made up lies. Wasn't me.
Second point I have for you is it ever okay to contact somebody's greatest to weaponize it against them?
Absolutely not. Absolutely. That's a DP. It's an automatic DP.
Retina absolutely contacted Nelson's greatest to weaponize it against her. And that is what Queen E is defending right now.
Well, I don't. If they did that, I don't agree with it. That's absolutely wrong. I don't do that. People's as vile as people think I am not that. I am vile if you come into my premises. I will be that vile. I will. If you come into my dwelling, in my space, I am that vile. But walking down the street and stuff like that, I'm a Catholic. I am not like that until you come into my home where it's my rules. Other than that, I am a law-abiding, God-fearing person.
Queenie is in the chat and wants you to show proof.
I don't give a fuck. Fuck, block Queenie. Get her out of here. I don't like you. You lie all day, every day. You don't say anything that carries any value or facts. I want you to show proof of everything that you said today.
I'm just gonna tell you right now. I heard some of the stuff that Retina said, and I already know. I already know that was fucked up. Like calling.
Point number 3 is it okay?
No, I didn't know people did this shit.
I know, right? It's disgusting.
I thought it went only as far as me. Like if they came to your house, you're gonna like eat them. Like shit I said. Wild shit, but it's only people coming to my house.
So now,
to my house.
Mikey, point number 3 is it okay for someone to lie on somebody and say he said he was going to contact my abuser?
No, you shouldn't be and not even if it's the truth. You shouldn't be calling on
no, specifically. No, just
I don't
specific.
care if it's the truth.
No, just specific. Is it okay for a person to lie and say, hey, this man right here is going to contact my abuser and get the public riled up so the public attacks?
No, that's intimidation.
Florida man, can we play the recording if he has not heard it so he can kind of understand?
1 second, please. 1 second, please. And now, is it okay for that same person who lied on somebody and said that they were going to contact their abuser to be best friends with somebody and be okay with that person contacting their abuser? Contacting that abuser that they did contact. Do you see the hypocrisy here? Where Holly Mae lied and said I.O. was going to contact her abuser when he never said that. But she's absolutely...
Holly Mae I was already starting to get the inkling. When I heard today, I knew right away she was fake. She want to speak on me without messaging me first or tagging me a video and just start a lie without me being there and start speaking on me. And then she think I can't speak on her and have my opinion. They got me all fucked up. Fucked up.
Holly Mae is best friends, defends and condones Retina contacting that greatest and weaponizing it against that woman.
That's wrong. That is wrong. That's more vile than I would say. That's more vile than doing deceased things. You don't, because that is still there.
Queen E also condones it. Moonbeam also condones it.
I don't know if Queen E talks. I'll talk to her privately. I don't think she would condone anything like that.
No, she knows. She knows. We have been exposing it for the last 2 weeks. That's why.
I will not agree with it. But Queen E has helped me tremendously. I would stand 10 toes down with her in any fight, in any street, in any realm. I don't care how many people were there. I would stand with her. That's how much I would stand with her. That doesn't mean I have to agree with everything she says.
What if she's manipulating you? What made you come after me? Because we had a good conversation.
Seeing the stuff about the deceased things, and everybody was stirring things up. See, that's what I'm saying. I record everybody, and I seen all this shit stirring, and then they bring up me. They would say, well, he does this, Mikey does this, and then the Florida man does this, and well, Mikey does this. Well, first of all, only stuff I ever said is in regards to people come to me. Yes, I say to come to my house, or I don't say come to my house. Bad idea to come to my house. I got more rights if you come to my house. Usually it's in public and a forest preserve.
Can you specifically remember who was showing you the stuff that I did? Because I remember the day before.
It was what bothers me is when you did it to Skittles. That bugged me when they were playing. That disturbed me.
Well, you know why I did that? Because they did it to me.
I didn't know they did that to you. See, but even if they did that, I would not have done that. I would have done something else.
We all have different morals, but we align on the morals where it's not okay to contact somebody's abuser and it's not okay to set.
Yes, that's because I think that's worse because that victim is still here. At least my dad's resting in peace. He's not feeling. I'm offended by it. My dad's in paradise, but this victim is on earth, still living, and you're gonna re-traumatize them.
Queenie has the opportunity to disassociate from Petty, to disassociate from Holly Mae, to disassociate from Moonbeam, and to disassociate from Retina. Because Petty, Holly Mae, and Retina all knew, condone, and hide the fact that Retina contacted that abuser. Holly Mae helped get the abuser's information and the Ratchet and Ruthless group chat, gave it to Retina, and Retina is the one that contacted the rapist and his mother and put them in a Facebook group chat. And I will get those chats.
These fucking... God damn, I wish people would pull up for real.
Can we play the video for him or the recording, please? So he can hear it himself?
Yeah, whoever's got that recording, Mittens, if you could play it. This right here is Holly Mae's charge, battery, amended from physical abuse of a child, felony H. H means it wasn't just a slap. There was bodily injury, but it wasn't bodily injury to the point of like it being gruesome.
That's fucked up.
And Indian Outlaw has this. Indian Outlaw also got scammed by Holly Mae because Indian Outlaw wanted to squash it with her. Holly Mae said, send this big ass gift. It was like a $200 gift. Indian Outlaw did, and Holly Mae proceeded to talk shit about him and did not squash it. And Indian Outlaw never got his money back.
Slop paid it back for Holly Mae.
Oh, Slop paid it back for Holly Mae.
Mm-hmm. All right, so I have the clips pulled up.
So there is a trigger warning. It's a 60-second clip of what Retina had said earlier this morning, and Smash is live. If it's very triggering, so please do scroll out. Come back in a minute and a half.
Yeah, we can, or turn your volume down, and we can let everybody know when it's done being played.
Yeah, so we're turning your volume down.
All right, so I'm gonna play this one real quick.
When I was asked, I said, who got abused? No, because in my head, that wasn't...
What?
Nothing. Keep going.
Like...
What is the A in SA? What does that stand for?
Sexually abused. Also...
Yeah. So, the abuse there, so you're saying that you don't think
that's your opinion on abuse. My opinion is if you get drunk and don't remember what happened, that's not abuse. Sorry.
It can be. I'm sorry.
Well, that's your opinion.
No, if there's no way to forget.
In my eyeballs, if you get drunk and don't remember if you participated or didn't participate, that's not abuse in my eyes.
Don't say that. Don't say that.
I am saying that because those are... That's my thought.
You're gonna turn people against you. You can't do that.
I don't. Did you think I care?
I need the hate.
No, because I'm literally saying if you are drunk.
I'm sorry. Hey,
that's
don't
not
say
you.
Hey, just conversate with me for a minute here. Let me explain, and then maybe you'll understand. Here's where the education.
When I was asked, I said, "Who got abused?"
That it was Retina. That was Holly Mae's best friend.
People start showing up to me from now on. People better start showing up to my house. From now on, I'm not fucking around. Show up to my house. If people got a problem, show the fuck up. Show the fuck up. Show the fuck up. Show the fuck up to my house. Show the fuck up to my house if people got a problem. Ain't no fucking around with me no more. Come to my house. And that's what's going to happen to you. That's what's going to happen to you. I'm sick of people playing me. I ain't no fool. I ain't no fool. I don't fuck around. That's what's going to happen to your face.
Florida man, can Broken Crayons come up?
It's going to happen to your face. Anybody comes to my house.
Be polite, Broken Crowns, please.
Commenters, please stay respectful. Okay, Mikey, just breathe.
Mike, can you sit down and can we have a conversation?
Anybody comes to my house, consider that your last breath.
I'm not coming to your house, but I will be honest with you. I did speak on you today, and I am woman enough to come and talk to you about it. Would you like to know what I said, sir?
What'd you say?
I said, as long as I've known you, I can see the hurt in your eyes, and that I know that you did not have an easy childhood. And I am upset that you called CPS, not because of Megan, that it does something to the children. As a child who had CPS at their house many times, it is very invasive. It is very scary. They don't tell you when they're coming, and they come and they ask you every question, and they make you doubt your whole safety and things. And I understand that you felt that after a few times that the buildup was there, but can we admit that the trigger was because of the role playing of your parents?
No,
was that your final?
It was all of the stuff that she does. I believe is absolutely vile to do in front of children. I believe it's absolutely vile. I believe it is neglect. I believe is neglect. The shit that I go through, CPS has never done me wrong. I've never had no. Nothing.
And I'm glad that
I've always been taught
you.
that those are our options for help.
Well, in some rural cities, CPS is a joke. And not just that, then they have to go to the school and they investigate there. And then the kids pick on you because CPS is at your house and blah, blah, blah. And mine was because a neighbor kept calling. And that is what broke my heart when I found out that the phone call was made. Not that that there were actual things that were shown. Please do not get upset. I do see you just punched the wall. Please take a breather and calm down. Yes, I hate to say it, but there are quite a few people that have played in your face. And they know that you have the biggest heart, and the one thing I
understand that people don't have to agree that I called, but trying to say why I called. They're trying to jacket me on the reason I called. I called because I believe I was doing the right thing.
Okay.
I called because I believe I was helping the child. People don't have to agree with it, but
you're
bad
exactly right.
Me, I wind up doing stuff like that.
And I understand. You are very upset. I'm trying to calm you down. Mike, I've never been rude to you. I've never been disrespectful to you. I've always been able to have a conversation with you. I've talked to you. I just want
to know if there was a child in my presence, would that justify calling CPS?
Actually, sir, yes.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
But I can honestly say, with as much as I ever watched Megan, I've never seen her do what you just did, sir.
But I've seen other disgusting things. Seen them trying to get her kid to do the chicken dance after watching the videos. They went out and bought a chicken. They went out and bought chickens. They drive with no car. That in itself is neglect.
Okay. I'm again. We're
difference of opinion. You don't have to agree with my
and that's what I was going to say.
But just don't say why I did it. You could say you don't agree with the why, but don't say I did it for this.
Okay, I do take that back. I do, now listening, I have my opinion, you have yours, I take the part of why you did it back. I mean, I'm still not okay with it, but again, that's my trauma. And, sometimes our trauma spills over to other people.
And I apologize for that. I
And I
apologize for
appreciate
that.
that. I appreciate
I
that.
apologize, but from my experience and what I've gone through, to me that's the right thing. What other alternative? I don't trust the police, really. I don't
I
really
know.
trust. They hate me. They hate
See,
me.
but
So would I send the police to someone? Would I send the
you,
police with a pew pew? Would I send
how
the police
you
with a pew
feel,
pew
how you
when they
feel
do this
about
to me?
police is exactly
When police
how
do this to me, I'm gonna send the police.
how you feel about the police is exactly how I felt about CPS as a child in the system. But